Hey everybody, it's John again with Grace, Liberty, and the Finished Work of Jesus Christ, and welcome to Logic Fact. All right, so this is a video where I explain to you something that seems pretty illogical to me. All right, so today's Logic Fact is if God is everywhere, then we're never alone. We always have someone to talk to. Let's read a few verses here. So Psalm 139:7 says, whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up to heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. Here, let's look at Hebrews chapter 4 also, verses 14 and 6 through 16, right? All right. Seeing that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold fast our profession. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help him in time of need. All right, so here's the thing. God is everywhere. God is omnipresent. What omnipresence means is that all of God is everywhere. It's not like his arm is in San Francisco, his leg is, in China, his butt is in Australia or something. It's not like that, man. Right? God is everywhere. And if you believe that God is everywhere, then how could you ever truly be alone? Why should anybody in all of history, especially a believer in Jesus Christ, say that they are alone? So the question then is, how do you view God? Because we always have somebody to talk to. We always have God. Unless you're a deist, and a deist is somebody who believes that God created everything and God will end everything, but otherwise he's just kind of like hanging out in heaven and letting things roll. You know what I mean? So really it depends on your view of God. Do you view him as a person and a personal God that you can talk to and hear from? Do you view him as an impersonal and distant God? Do you view him as someone we need to appease or be afraid of? Or do you view God as someone who cares and who wants to listen to you and wants you to listen to whatever he has to say and wants to listen to whatever you have to say? How do you view God? Because let's think it through. Logically, God is everywhere. Pretty much everybody that believes in God believes that God is everywhere. So if that's the case, then are we really alone? No. So your loneliness then is a lie. It's a lie being fed to you by the devil and by the world around you. You are not alone. And like we read in Hebrews 4, we don't have an impersonal God that is out of touch and can't understand us. That's one of the reasons why Jesus came. Yes, obviously he came to die for our sins. But Jesus came and lived as a man. God lived as a man, as a person, and understands what it's like to be a person. So he understands what it's like to be you. And so our logic fact is, are you really alone? How do you view God? Do you view God as somebody you need to appease? You have to keep his laws, keep his rules, and, proceed into his throne room, with some kind of caution or with some kind of special procedure? If you see God that way, then yes, you are alone. But if you're like me and you believe that God is personal that he is not only everywhere, but he wants to talk to me. He's somebody I can talk to, and he is very approachable. Then you're never alone, my friends. You're never, ever alone, because God is everywhere. And God is never going to sleep, and he's personal, and he loves you. So that's our logic fact for the day. Have a great day, and God bless.